Hi there, my name is Vanessa. Although some people nowadays keep e-diaries and blogs and record their lives on social media, some of us still put pen to paper and write down our experiences. It's a lot of fun. You should try it. Welcome to the NSSCO English as a Second Language series of lessons from NAMCO. Program 3 today is about keeping a diary and writing a diary entry. After watching this lesson, you should be able to write a diary entry and keep a record of personal life events. Enjoy the program.
There are different types of diaries, such as food diaries, health diaries, or academic diaries. But your diary doesn't have to be specific if you don't want it to be. It can just be a place where you go and write about whatever you want to write.
Keeping a diary is a great way to record your growth and personal development. Most entries allow you to look back and see what has changed over time. The earlier you start, the more grateful you will be later on.
We live from day to day and never look back when it comes to understanding where our current state of health came from. However, looking back by using a health diary can reveal the truth about the good and bad of dietary choices, the amount of exercise you really get, why getting a good night's sleep can be so difficult, and stress levels. It can also reveal why efforts to address a host of health issues like obesity, high blood pressure, and diabetes seem to fail.
An academic diary can be reflective, and you can use the space to write about your feelings and thoughts on a particular topic you are studying. Academic diaries are also useful for managing time, keeping track of homework, and creating test study guides. So by maintaining an academic diary, you will never again forget about a reading assignment for a history class or a worksheet for finance class. Get an academic diary and you'll be motivated to finish that work earlier.
Hey guys, please, come on in by all means.
Hey Brenda, you look sleepy. Were you in bed?
No, I was actually trying to write my own essay after scrutinizing Steve's. Yeah.
Oh boy. Seems like someone brought their A game, huh?
Yeah, I'm determined to make it to varsity next year, bro.
I like the enthusiasm.
Yeah. So you guys just stay here for a while, yeah? I'm just quickly going to grab my books.
Okay.
Okay.
Guys, our topic of discussion for today has been giving me a tough time the entire morning.
What's the matter?
I wonder how people manage to keep diaries. I tried to figure out how to start my own, but I never even made it.
Me too, Lloyd. I've tried keeping a diary in the past, but I've only managed to last longer than a month.
Keeping a diary is a challenge, and I am speaking from experience.
I remember my first experience. It was a travel journal during my first trip to Cape Town. I wanted to make sure that I remember every single detail of that exciting experience. But it was all in vain.
You guys must be joking. There's nothing more fun and easier to do than to keep a diary.
Are you trying to tell us that you're keeping a diary right now?
Of course, Lloyd. Writing a diary entry is my hobby. There is no single day passing without me talking to my diary. I can make 2 to 3 entries a day, even more if I have time to do so.
Wait, can you write in a diary more than once a day? I always took it to be like a daily thing, like you write 1 item per day.
Wait, are you trying to tell us that you thought that diary was the same as daily? You can't be that naive, Lloyd.
No, seriously, that's why I felt it would be difficult for me.
Guys, there is no set amount of times for writing in your diary. You can write as many or as few times as you'd like. It doesn't even have to be important. It's completely up to you when and what to write in your diary.
You must be joking, Susan. That sounds like a daunting task.
What task is that?
Susan here was just explaining to us how she keeps a diary and writes in it every day.
I do have a diary. I don't update it or I don't keep or update it religiously, but I keep it going anyhow.
Are you for real, Penda?
What do you mean?
Like, it took you 5 hours to make juice. I was wondering what you were doing all this time, and it was...
As if you can even make juice for yourself, Steve.
Don't mind him, Penta. My own brother can't even get a glass from the cupboard to drink water in the kitchen. I mean, it's like some men are allergic to kitchen utensils. Let me have some juice.
Well, at least we have 2 people here that know what a diary entry looks like in real life, so we'll learn from you guys today.
The best advice I had ever received about keeping a diary came from my mom when I was only 9 years old. She had bought me a small hardcover notebook and said that I could write anything that I wanted in it. She said I didn't even have to worry about spelling. She emphasized and said that I was the only person that was allowed to read what was written in it. And that advice is at the heart of what keeping a diary really is all about to me.
Unlike other types of writing, a diary is generally not meant to be read by anyone else. Treat your diary like your pet dog. Sounds crazy, but this is how it actually works. Your diary should be like your best friend. Tell him your innermost secrets, your darkest fears, or your most precious hopes for the future. He'll keep it safe.
That's the beauty of it all. Unlike some humans, a diary will never ever betray you by telling your secrets to someone else. That's why you should tell your diary everything. I know the both of you have pet dogs.
I have my lovely Brownsy. No, he's my best friend. Whenever I feel down, I just sit with him and I tell him everything that made me feel sad that day.
Just like your pet dog, it should exactly be the same with your diary. Conversate with your diary, and you'll see just how fun it can be.
No, a diary isn't comparable to my Brownsy. Even though a diary can't talk just like my Brownsy, there'll be days when one of my younger siblings now will take my diary and then they'll read it.
Nah, there's a way around that. I mean, if you don't want them to see it, just hide it. And that all depends on the furniture that you have. But if you have younger siblings, you can put it somewhere up high where they can't reach it.
That's right, Steve. Even if you have older siblings, you can put it somewhere lockable and put the key somewhere really secret. Or you can put it on a necklace and wear it all the time. They'll never be able to get it.
Well, should I be honest about my feelings when I write in my diary?
Being honest with yourself when writing about your feelings helps most of the time. If you are feeling very frustrated, angry, sad, or anything else, and you can't talk to anyone about it, writing it in a diary can be a relief. This is a good way to learn more about how you think and react, and also a good way to learn how to manage your feelings more effectively.
But what if I don't have anything personal to write? Then what do I do?
It's your diary. You can skip the day if you like. Otherwise, you can note down that it was a very relaxing day or jot down your upcoming plans. But you can make your own rules with your diary. The choice is yours. That's what makes it really personal.
So, how will I know what to write about in my diary now that we are learners?
There are many things you can write about as a learner. You can write about your school life. What are your teachers like? What do you have for homework? Write about your social life. Who are your friends? What did you say back to that bully that beat you up yesterday? Write about extracurricular activities. Do you have a different perspective about the English club? Guys, how about we go outside and sit by the pool just to relax our brains a little bit?
Great. Should we take our drinks with?
And then you ask. Guys, I have a short video that can generate a few ideas on how one should consider recording in a diary.
Okay. Does it include swimming? Because I'm going to start my diary entry with this exact moment.
I'm being serious, lady. It's quite fascinating.
Yes, sir. Let's watch that video.
Here are some ideas of what you can record in your diary.
Pause the video, Penda. The presenter mentioned a diary improving one's writing. Do you think that writing in a diary will improve someone's grammar?
Yes, Loide. If you reread your past entries checking for grammar, it can work. It can help a lot, assuming you do pick up your bad grammar. Learning from past mistakes is the quickest way to learn.
Well, my grammar really needs some work. I think I'll try the diary strategy. Okay, Penda, continue the video.
Yep.
Wow, this is becoming really interesting. It sounds like a lot of fun. But what kind of language should I use when answering a diary question in an exam?
To be honest, there is really no such thing as different levels of language when it comes to diary entry. They are merely different patterns of thought and structure. By employing techniques such as humor and rhetorical questions, a learner can come up with a very engaging and enjoyable diary entry.
What is most important is to read the task instructions carefully. If there are prompts provided, read them closely and make sure your diary entry fits with the assessment task. Let's get practical. Suzanne, read us your diary entry.
Yeah.
Here it goes.
Dear Diary, I am so upset. I don't even know where to begin. To start off, I think I completely failed my English test, which I know I should have studied harder for. My mom's not going to be impressed with me at all. Then we had a pop quiz in accounting on the reading homework from last night, and I completely forgot most of what I had read, which made me even more upset because I actually did the reading. But what really made me go crazy was the note that Loida slipped into my locker. She said she was sad that I've been hanging out with Sylvie more lately and thinks that I don't want to be her friend anymore. I can't believe she thinks that, especially after talking with her on the phone for hours and hours last month while she was going through her breakup with Penda. Just because I've been hanging out with Sylvie a little more than usual doesn't mean I'm not her friend anymore. She completely blew me off at lunch. And when I told Sylvie, she thought that Loide was being a drama queen. This is just what I need. My parents are getting on my case about doing more extracurricular activities. I have a huge paper due for my English assignment soon, and I still struggle with proper punctuation. The last thing I need is for my best friend to think I hate her. I can't concentrate on anything right now because of it. I hope she gets over it. Love.
I usually sign off my diary entries that way, not only to separate the different entries, but to make my diary feel special.
Well, you know that will never happen between us, okay?
I know. I was just trying to be creative and make my entries sound real.
And that's how it should be. Well done, Suzanne.
Brilliant. Now I understand why you claim that keeping a diary is your hobby. That entry says it all. Guys, friends in need?
Friends indeed.
Well, viewers, in today's program, we discuss keeping a diary and how to write a diary entry. Let's recap and look at a possible diary entry format.
Generally, it includes the following: top left, date, day, and time. The tense most frequently used, though not fixed, is simple past, present perfect, and future tense. Use the first person point of view. Begin the entry with a general sentence describing the day or momentary feelings. In the body, you may discuss an event and your feelings towards it. Also, how it is likely to affect your future plans. Then conclude with the final remark and future course of action.
In our next program, we will discuss how you can write a job application letter. Be sure not to miss it. This concludes our third program in the NSS CO English as a Second Language series. I hope that you've enjoyed yourself as well as learned something new from it. Thank you again for watching, and until next time, from me, Vanessa, ciao ciao.